Hey everyone, it's Morgan, and here is my subjectivity video on how my identity and how others perceive me has shaped my life. So let's begin. One of the most important things I think I learned from my entire high school career was a little topic from psychology called nature versus nurture, a phrase developed by Francis Galton which explored whether we are who we are because of genetics or personal experiences. It is in my opinion that it is a combination of both nature and nurture that creates each and every one of us to have our own qualities on both the inside and outside, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So to begin, I am going to start with why I am me because of nature. Because of genetics, I was born a white female human being with brown hair and brown eyes. This description can match many cultures, but mine in particular is Irish and Italian. Some can claim it is because of genetics that I am bad at math and not the best drawer, so bear with me, people. It is because of these characteristics on how I appear on the outside, I guess you could say I am the social norm, maybe even so normal that it's boring. I want to bring up an example of how my genetics and how I appear on the outside has influenced a certain aspect of my life. Whenever I travel, I get TSA pre-check, which is basically a way of cutting the long security lines at an airport because I am considered low risk or trusted. But why is this? I may travel just as much as a person who identifies as Muslim, who only recently were allowed to finally receive this privilege. One of my favorite comedians was even asked to take off his turban at the San Francisco airport and take part in extra screening. But while I may appear normal on the outside, that's not always the case on the inside. I can sometimes struggle with anxiety, insecurities, and other fears, traits that are not mentally looked upon as normal. So next up on why I am who I am is nurture. There's a little baby with his binky. I was raised an only child by parents who flew for the airlines and worked a lot. Because their jobs required them to leave the state or even country for days at a time, I was dropped off at a lot of people's houses. With people learning these circumstances, they always claim, "Oh, you must be so independent." Or even after learning I'm an only child, they say, "So you must get so much attention." I guess I do believe being an only child has shaped me to not like chaos, sometimes need time to myself, and even not be the best at sharing. I am definitely both an introvert and an extrovert. Now, going a little deeper on my parents, they really did influence me in so many ways. My mom is a social butterfly who gave me so much love that I truly consider her my best friend. I am close to my dad as well, and he made sure to teach me everything about responsibility, work, and making the right choices in life. A significant aspect of my dad's life was that he was adopted. It is weird to think that although he is the one who does not know who his true biological parents are, it affects me so much as well. I have many questions about who my actual grandparents are. But both my dad and I will never know because he was adopted through Catholic charities which emphasize secrecy on the mother's behalf, which I do respect. Both of my parents are also liberal Democrats, and I follow these same ideals. They are also not very religious, especially my dad, who was shoved Catholic beliefs down his throat his whole childhood and caused him to not want to believe in any religion at all. He told me that the moment a nun put him in a trash can was the moment he was done. I'm not very religious either, but I do believe this thing called life is not all for nothing and has some purpose and some creator. Both of my parents gave me a lot of freedoms. I was never grounded, never had a curfew, and was even told I would not be reprimanded for my grades as long as I could claim I did my best. While you may think these freedoms would cause me to bounce off the walls partying and staying out every night, it actually did the opposite. I believe it was because of my freedom that I wholeheartedly respected them and did not want to disappoint them. Therefore, I spent a lot of my teenage years working and studying. So what do you think? Do you think I am me because of nature or nurture? But then again, does it truly matter? Everyone should be respected and treated the same no matter what their genes say or what a particular event in their life did to influence them. All of these influences shape who we are and is what makes this world a truly miraculous place.